I want to get back to the 90-day tariff pause with China. Listen to what Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick had to say about the negotiations. Roll it.
This is just a China problem right now, right? We have 145% tariff. They have 125% tariff. Those tariffs are too high to do business. But that's why they're talking right now. The rest of the world is 10%. So don't overdo it. The rest of the world is 10%. They're sending their goods here, as the president has said time and time again. We are the consumer of the world. Everybody wants to sell their goods here, so they need to do business with America, and we're using the power of our economy to open their economy to our exporters.
All right, we got a deal. Michael Pillsbury joins me. He's a China expert. Michael, you've seen the deal. Both sides dropped tariffs by 115%. Right. Is this a good deal for America?
This is a major breakthrough, Stuart. You know, I've been pessimistic at different times in the first term of President Trump. What's happened this time, if you want to go behind the scenes, what you have is two professionals, Ambassador Greer, Vice Premier He. They know the details of what went wrong and what happened in the first term, phase one agreement. And they've got a temporary ceasefire negotiated here for 90 days. And Stuart, the most important thing by far, this is a joint statement. It's not each side giving a different interpretation of what happened. It's a joint signed statement. This almost never happens with China. It's a huge victory for President Trump. I think he's behind this. He knows how to instruct his negotiators. And with this 90-day pause is a kind of ceasefire, if you will, in what could have been a global trade war with the global recession in the wings. So it's quite a breakthrough. And I think we should give full credit to President Trump for what he's done.
Now, tell me the state of China's economy, because it appears to be not in great shape, and maybe President Trump exploited their vulnerability. What do you say?
I think that, Stuart, yes, you're right. I think that's part of it. The state TV in China for the last two or 3 weeks has been showing just all kinds of catastrophes, container ships piled up, ships being turned around before they go to America, people unemployed, demonstrations going on. So yes, that's been happening, but that's not the reason for the breakthrough. The reason for the breakthrough is when you get two professionals like Greer and Vice Premier He alone, in essence, for 2 days in Geneva. It's like white smoke coming up at the papal conclave, Stuart. Something really miraculous has happened here. But now we have 90 days to get it right and make it permanent. That's going to be the hard part next.
Well, it's a signed joint statement, and I understand that is a big deal. But can you trust Xi Jinping to implement everything that's on that piece of paper?
No. That's why the 90-day limit is so clever. It means in 90 days, we have to find ways to have enforcement language put in and also find out, will the Chinese for sure abide by the phase one agreement of January 15, 2020? That I noticed that's not in the statement. So China can continue to not honor the deal 5 years ago, but that's got to be locked in, Stuart, that the old agreement is still binding and the Chinese accept that. That's what I'd like to see coming very soon.
What do you make of, as this trade deal was being negotiated, Xi Jinping was in Moscow with Putin for the Russia's Victory Day celebration? What's the significance of that? Putin and Xi Jinping getting together as their delegates doing a trade deal with America.
Right. Well, it's our strategic nightmare that there be a true Russian-Chinese alliance. They're a long way from that now. But this kind of visit means that Xi Jinping is still supporting Putin and the Ukraine terms that Putin is offering. China has its own peace plan for Ukraine. It's got about 30 countries that back it. It hasn't really come off the fence either way. But this kind of trip suggests that Xi Jinping is still supporting Russia in its war in Ukraine. That's got to be addressed as well in the future.
But this is a win for President Trump with this trade deal with China. Last word to you, Michael.
Very much. Very much.
OK, we'll take those last words. We'll take it. Michael Pillsbury, China expert. Thanks for being with us, Michael. Always appreciated. Thanks very much indeed.
Thanks, Stuart.